Welcome back. Now, while hearing a case, the Madras High Court has observed that the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences or POCSO Act does not intend to have cases involving teenagers in romantic relationships under its scope. Justice Anand Venkatesh made the observation that an adolescent boy who's sent to prison in a POCSO case will be persecuted throughout his life. He added that while offences under the Act are serious, the law is also being misused by some people. Let me go across to my colleague Mugilan, who has more on this. Mugilan, so there are very serious observations which have been made by the High Court with regard to POCSO cases, and specifically with regard to the fact that a lot of teenage boys seem to be persecuted because the law is misused by some people. What was this particular case that the High Court was listening to, following which it came up with these observations? If you could just tell us a little bit more about that.
Definitely, yes. Yesterday, the Madras High Court observed that the POCSO Act is not intended to bring its scope on the cases which related to the romantic relationship involving adolescents and teenagers. And yesterday, Justice Anand Venkatesh, which was hearing a case of a 20-year-old teenager entering into a relationship with a minor girl and consummating the relationship. And yesterday, the memo was moved from the victim's family, stating it was the victim who urged the boy to get her married against her by urging him to get her married. And yesterday, as a victim also filed a memo to squash the petition, the Madras High Court has squashed the POCSO Act against the teenager, and he observed that the POCSO Act is being misused mainly in the cases which are related to the elopement. And he also urged the legislators to bring necessary amendments into the POCSO Act and deal the relationship with the cases which related to the relationship, romantic relationship with the teenagers and adolescents separately. So the Madras High Court has today very categorically said that POCSO Act is not intended to investigate or to hear the cases which involves in their romantic relationship between adolescents and teenagers.
Right, Mugilan, thank you so much for joining us with that.